You know that guy you filled out the survey for? His score is B. He's a guy with promising potential, but he has work to do. Welcome to the Strong Brew, where you get answers to questions you're not supposed to ask. These are some things you may want to know about the man in your life. If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure? Will he try and use money to control you? Will he share housework or just make you do it all? In fights, when he gets angry, does he get aggressive? During intimacy, does he understand that no means no? Is he jealous, suspicious, or possessive? Will his attitude towards you change after having kids? Will he treat your parents with respect? What if you have conflicts with his parents? We tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. These are things nobody else will tell you, things that are important for your future. This is a safe space for truth. No judgment, no platitudes, no login, no payment either. Our questions are from real life, but our answers come from science. Now, I built this thing, me and my husband, and honestly, we built it and we live it. We are both Stanford grads, we both have worked at Google, and we've been happily together since 1998. Along the way, we've added a son, now 13, and 4 dogs. We are genuine folks. If you're a woman trying to understand any man in your life, here is how it works. Go to www.thestrongbrew.life. Click on the Understand a Guy button there. Answer 10 questions about him. Watch a video tailored to your guy. That's all there is to it. It is completely anonymous, no login, no payment, no games, no manipulation. This analysis is obtained by combining solid trait psychology with cutting edge AI ML. We represent each person's personality with what is known as a feature vector. This has 10 elements, so our data is effectively 10-dimensional data. In case you're wondering how we can infer so much from just 10 questions, well, 10-dimensional data is very complex. There is a lot you can learn from that level of detail.
Okay, I think that does it for the preamble. Now let's plunge in. Let's start with this guy in his career. Will he go far or just talk big?
He is unlikely to go far in his career, and honestly, you shouldn't expect big leaps from him. He tends to avoid challenges and prefers to keep things as simple as possible, which means he rarely puts in extra effort at work. His gentle nature makes him good with people, but that alone is not enough to climb up the ladder.
Can he bounce back from failure?
When things go wrong at work, he's more likely to quietly step back than fight to fix the problem. He won't cause a scene or lash out, but he also won't jump in and try to sort things out. He's not someone who bounces back quickly or faces problems head on.
What do people at work think of him? Do they like him?
People at work generally like him because he's polite, gentle, and does not like to argue or cause trouble. He avoids fights and tries to keep things peaceful, so you will rarely hear about him getting into conflicts. He is friendly and respectful to everyone, which makes him easy to get along with.
If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure?
If you succeed in your career, he will feel genuinely happy for you. He isn't worried about competing or proving himself, so your success won't threaten his self worth. You won't have to deal with jealousy or resentment from him.
What if you start earning more than him?
He won't secretly resent you or feel insecure if you earn more than him. He's not someone who measures his worth by money or status, so your higher income won't bother him. Instead, he'll accept it without fuss and keep being gentle and supportive.
Next, let's talk about how he is with money. Does he overspend? Is he reckless with money?
He is not someone who spends money carelessly, but he also may not be very organized with it. He tends to avoid big risks or flashy purchases and prefers to keep things simple. You might notice that he's quite basic with his choices. He won't chase expensive gadgets or splurge just for fun.
Does he show off and pretend to be richer than he is?
He lives simply and doesn't pretend to be richer than he is. He isn't interested in showing off or impressing anyone with fancy things. What you see is what you get. He prefers a quiet, honest life over pretending.
Is he too generous, too stingy, or just right?
He is open handed and genuinely kind, both with his heart and what he has. He doesn't count every rupee or hold back help when someone needs it. If you want someone who is warm and generous, you'll feel comfortable and valued with him.
Will he use money to try and control you?
He is open and honest about money, not secretive or controlling at all. If you ask him about finances, he'll tell you simply and won't try to hide anything or make you feel uncertain. You won't have to worry about surprises or hidden spending. What you see is what you get.
Let's see how this guy is with sharing housework. Will he share housework or just make you do it?
He's not the type to insist that all housework is only your job. He prefers a peaceful, fair home and doesn't want fights about chores. You won't face stubborn attitudes or old fashioned thinking from him.
Will he help you or just boss you around and tell you what to do?
He won't just sit back and supervise while you do all the work. If you ask him to help with chores or diapers, he'll quietly step in and do what's needed without making a big deal out of it. If you give him a clear request, he'll follow through, helping to keep things smooth and peaceful at home.
Now let's see about how this guy is during fights. In fights, does he try to understand your views or just win the fight?
He's not the type to argue just to prove he's right. In fact, he's more likely to listen quietly and try to understand your side when you talk about your feelings or concerns. He avoids fighting and doesn't like to push his own views too strongly.
Does he become aggressive when angry?
When he's angry, he stays respectful and calm. He doesn't lash out with hurtful words or act in an aggressive way. If there's a problem, he's gentle with his reactions and tries not to make anyone feel worse.
Does he have a bad temper?
He is not the kind of man who gets angry quickly. His nature is steady and calm, and he tends to avoid heated emotions and arguments. So, this is not a red flag you need to worry about.
Will he say sorry and accept his mistakes?
He is able to say sorry and take responsibility when he's made a mistake. He doesn't blame you or try to shift the fault onto someone else. His easygoing nature means you won't face stubbornness or finger pointing.
Next, let's talk about intimacy and physical chemistry. During intimacy, does he respect your boundaries? Does he get that no means no?
Yes, he will respect your boundaries and understands that no truly means no. He is gentle by nature and highly values the comfort and well being of the people he loves. Pressuring you or ignoring your wishes is not in his character. He wants you to feel safe and at ease with him.
If you are not in the mood for intimacy, will he react badly?
No, he doesn't take it personally if you're not in the mood for intimacy. He understands that everyone has their own feelings and timing, and he cares more about your comfort than about his own ego. His main aim is to keep the relationship peaceful and caring. So he's not the type to push or take offense.
Can you trust him not to shame you or share your private moments, maybe love letters, photos, or videos, even after a breakup or a bad fight?
Yes, you can trust him to handle private moments with care. He is gentle, respectful, and values your trust, so he won't use your vulnerabilities to hurt or embarrass you later on. He's not the type to bring up private matters to win an argument or make you feel small.
Is he loyal or is he likely to want to have affairs?
He is faithful and not easily distracted by other women. His nature is steady and loyal, and he values emotional connection and trust over chasing excitement outside the relationship. You can expect loyalty and quiet commitment from him, making your relationship feel safe and grounded.
Will he be jealous, suspicious, and try to control you?
No, he is not over possessive. He doesn't act jealous, controlling, or suspicious in the relationship. You won't find him trying to control where you go, who you talk to, or what you do.
This guy says he is protective in a good way. Is he actually just being possessive?
No, his protective nature is not a mask for being controlling. He genuinely wants your safety and happiness, but he shows it through care and understanding, not by setting strict rules or making you feel trapped. If he worries, it's out of kindness, not a need to control.
Now, onto the topic of kids and how this guy will be as a father. If you guys have kids, will he make you do most of the work?
He will see parenting as something to do together rather than expecting you to do most of the work. He wants harmony at home and doesn't believe in sticking all the responsibility to one person. If you ask for help with the kids, he'll step in quietly and do his part without complaining.
Kids are very messy. Will he lose his temper with them?
When the kids mess up or get upset, he will stay calm and not lose his temper. He deals with mistakes and emotions gently, offering comfort and understanding rather than shouting or getting angry. If something goes wrong, he'll guide them patiently, making sure they feel safe and loved even in tough moments.
If you guys have kids, will he still support your career?
Yes, he will support you as both a mother and your own person. He understands that you have your own dreams, needs, and identity outside of just being a mom. He won't expect you to lose yourself in family work or give up what makes you happy.
Will this man say one thing early on, maybe while dating, and then later, after kids and marriage, change his tune and try to make you give up your career?
No, he is not the kind of man who will support your career now and then, later ask you to quit after you have a child. His gentle and accepting way means he respects your choices and doesn't make hidden plans to change your path. Your goals and dreams are safe with him, even as life moves forward.
Next, let's see how this guy treats your parents. Will he be respectful with your parents?
He will treat your parents with real warmth, not just surface level politeness. His kind and gentle nature means he genuinely cares about making them feel comfortable and respected. He's not someone who puts on an act or just says nice things to be polite. He will take time to listen, show concern, and help where he can. He will try to adjust to your family rather than expect them to change for him.
What if your family creates stress or interferes a bit in your lives?
If your family creates stress or interferes, he will handle it calmly rather than making things worse. He avoids drama and doesn't like open conflict, so you won't see him yelling or escalating problems. Instead, he'll try to keep the peace, quietly supporting you and doing his best to smooth things over.
Then let's analyze the role this guy's family will play in your life. Is this man modern with you, but a completely different person when other people, say his parents or bosses, are around?
No, he is not the kind of man who acts modern with you, but then expects you to suddenly become a traditional supportive wife in front of his relatives. His gentle and straightforward nature means he respects you for who you are, both at home and in front of others. You won't feel pressured to put on a different face or hide your true self around his family.
If there is tension between you and his parents, will he support you?
If there's tension, he will quietly support you rather than staying out of it or siding with others. He may not be loud or confrontational, but he won't leave you to handle things all alone. He values your feelings and wants you to feel safe, even if he's not always outspoken.
Say you have a conflict with his mother, what will this guy do?
He's not a typical mummy's boy. While he cares for his mother with respect and kindness, he does not let her control his decisions or stand in the way of his support for you. If there is a conflict between you and his mother, he will aim to keep things peaceful, but he won't ignore your feelings or leave you alone to face the issue. You can trust that he values your happiness and will not blindly follow anyone at your expense.
Will he share all the private details of your relationship with his mother or sister?
He is not the type to share every detail of your fights or private life with his mother or sister. He values your trust and believes in keeping personal matters between the two of you. If by chance he seeks advice, it will be rare and only for serious concerns, not gossip or everyday matters.
Now let's zoom out and put it all together.
So, overall, this guy gets a B. He's a guy with potential, but he has work to do to live up to it. Being in a relationship with him is like having a calm, steady presence by your side every day. Life with him feels peaceful. There are few loud arguments, no big dramas, and lots of gentle, quiet support.